and welcome to another episode of Siebel CRM Updates, brought to you by the Siebel Hub, your #1 resource for always up-to-date Siebel CRM training. The February 2024 update, 24.2, brings bug fixes and some interesting enhancements. A new monthly updates view has been added. Integration with Apache Kafka now supports the Salted Challenge Response authentication mechanism for the simple authentication and security layer. Tomcat stays on version 9.0.82, which was shipped with 23.12. Since the introduction of the Seamless Repository Delivery Framework in March 2020, Oracle has shipped 48 monthly updates. Almost every monthly update package comes with mandatory changes to the database schema, seed data, and OpenUI manifest. Examples for mandatory database schema changes are the introduction or the modification of tables, columns, or indexes which Oracle deems necessary for the entire customer base. Mandatory seed data updates include, for example, new or updated list of values. These mandatory changes are delivered by the post-install database update utility, which, as you sure know if you're following this channel, is run after the modular deployment engine has laid down the binary update. In addition to the mandatory changes, Oracle also allows optional feature uptake in the form of the repository upgrade. Besides schema, seed data, and OpenUI manifest data, repository upgrade uses CIF archive import to introduce new and modified standard object definitions into the customer's repository, hence the name repository upgrade. Both the post-install database update and the repository upgrade are cumulative. As an example, let's consider a customer who's currently on Siebel 22.5 and intends to update to 24.2. Let's further assume they've never applied the repository upgrade but have decided to do that now. The cumulative nature of the two utilities ensures that, in the case of the mandatory post-install database update, the customer Siebel databases receive all mandatory schema, seed data, and OpenUI manifest updates from 22.6 to 24.2, spanning 20 months. In case of the repository upgrade, since it was never applied in the past, the development database will receive schema changes, seed data, manifest updates, and, most importantly, repository object definitions that Oracle has developed from 20.3 to 24.2, spanning 4 years. If you're interested in a deeper dive on the details of a Siebel update, check out the video in the description. We now understand that a lot of things can happen during a Siebel update, and understandably so, every responsible administrator would like to have some degree of monitoring authority about what is going on exactly. Until 24.1, Oracle provides log files, HTML reports, and, since 23.7, the CIF difference view in web tools to Siebel professionals who need to understand what happened if it all went to plan, or not. With 24.2, Oracle adds another monitoring tool for the post-install database update and repository upgrade. The first part of this new monitoring facility are two tables, which are added, you guessed it, by the post-install database update itself. As the post-install database update and repository upgrade execute their individual steps, information is no longer written to simple log files, but also to these new tables. Being Siebel CRM, it's a simple matter of adding some business layer and UI layer objects on top of these tables, and presto! The information is accessible in an administrative view, aptly named Monthly Updates. Interestingly enough, that view and its supporting object definitions are added via the repository upgrade. Starting with 24.2, details about each post-install database update or repository upgrade execution can be reviewed in the Monthly Updates view, or by expertly running SQL select statements against the underlying tables. Now let's turn our attention to event publishing and subscription for Apache Kafka, which was introduced in 23.6. Check out this video's description to learn more about this recent addition to the Siebel CRM integration toolbox. In Siebel 24.2 and higher, administrators can use the Salted Challenge Response authentication mechanism for the simple authentication and security layer, which goes by the juicy acronym SASL SCRAM. SASL is a framework for authentication and data security with wide adoption. It supports a wide variety of mechanisms for authentication, ranging from plain, clear text passwords to encryption-based security. SCRAM is a family of modern, password-based challenge response authentication mechanisms. When SASL SCRAM applied to communication between client and server in Apache Kafka, the Kafka side Zookeeper, which is unrelated to the Zookeeper instances used for Siebel Enterprise configuration storage, is used to store credentials. The Siebel System Administration Guide 24.2 and higher provides the necessary information about this authentication mechanism. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye-bye.